to be doing a tier list of the Friday the 13th films. Now, I know normally on Fridays, I kind of do like a video game, and let's be real, the old school Friday the 13th game for the NES just isn't that good, and I really couldn't get the newer game to run on my computer. I tried for you guys, but it just wasn't gonna go. So, without further ado, I'm going to do a Friday the 13th tier list of all the movies, because I love the movies. They're great. This is my opinion that nobody asked for, so hey, if you like this stuff, remember, like, comment, and subscribe. So, before I get into this, I want to showcase something I got that's really cool for the Friday the 13th franchise. I got a Jason Voorhees mask, signed by all the actors who play Jason, and it's just something cool I picked up because you know how much I love this franchise. So, let's get into this. We're going to rank all the Friday the 13th movies and talk a little bit about all of them. They're all pretty good, I think. Some are better than others, but let's go ahead and get into this. Okay, so first we're gonna rank the first Friday. I'm going with watchable. It's not bad. Okay, the first Friday movie isn't terrible. Okay, it's just weird that spoilers for those who haven't seen it. You don't get to see Jason in this movie till the tail end, and he's the main killer in the franchise character, and he's the one you want see in the movie. You want to see him do the kills. You want to see him in the iconic hockey mask, and you don't really get that in this one. And in this one, the murderer is not Jason, but his mother, and that's cool, I guess, and it helps set up the rest of the series. But it just, it's kind of interesting to see that she was the murderer, but it just wasn't as cool as Jason himself. And I come for Jason, not his mother, even though it is interesting to see that she was the killer, and you didn't know it till the end. It was kind of cool, the surprise factor, but you only can get that once. And hey, I probably spoiled this movie for you. There's gonna be spoilers, and I just spoiled the first movie. So, sorry, but I warned you in advance. All the warnings. Okay, so now we're gonna do Jason 2. Jason 2's pretty good. That's when Jason starts killing people and starts being what he is, and he doesn't got the hockey mask yet in this one. He's got like a sack or something, and the part 2 is pretty good. It's just the start of the franchise. It's when it starts getting more of a slasher genre, really helped the slasher genre evolve, I feel. It was pretty good. It was a pretty good movie. I really liked it. I liked it a lot. Okay, so next is Friday the 13th, 3D. This one was great. I really liked that one. It's when he dons the iconic hockey mask. It's when he actually comes into his own and starts the killing spree of what he does. I mean, that's when Jason becomes like as bad as he actually is, and how he actually starts becoming the serial killer that he is. And it's when the movie actually starts becoming into its own, and it's really the start of the franchise, in my opinion. Okay, so the next one is the final chapters. It's the one where Tommy Jarvis actually takes out Freddy. It's good. It's a good one. It's a very good one. It's at the end of it's like when it kind of feels like they were trying to get away from the series, like they were trying to end it because they didn't want it to become as big of a franchise, and then right now we want to keep making them. But we all love them, and people keep coming back. And it wasn't a bad movie. It was actually pretty good. It was very traditional Friday the 13th, and it's when it comes into its own, I feel, as a movie. It had some pretty good kills. It was overall a good film. I liked it. Okay, so New Beginnings. There's no spoilers for this, because this one has surprise killer in it too. So in this one, this is my favorite of the original series. It was good. It was good, but this one had the best kills, this one had the best story, this one just felt fun, a little fun and a little darker. It just kind of like this one kind of, I just really enjoyed this one. I really enjoyed New Beginnings, but the thing is, there isn't in this movie, the one thing that kind of seems off about this one is the copycat killer. The copycat killer, which was kind of a cool concept, I liked it, but the idea that it's not Jason kind of takes the stab out of it, and it just feels like, oh, okay, Jason's not the murderer in this one, and he's a copycat, which is, like I said, it's cool the first time you see it and you realize it, you know, but there's some tells, like the mask, it's got the red spots on it, and whatever, so it was definitely interesting. It was pretty well done, with the tells that was this with the copycat, and they put, and there's like a murder mystery vibe to it, so you could piece together that there was a copycat killer in it, which I thought was cool. That was a cool concept. It's one of my favorites. Okay, next one is Jason Lives. This one's also a really good one. Dude, Jason Lives is when Jason comes back and now he's a zombie and he's got powers. It's hard to tell when he gets power because it seems like a teleport since the beginning he showed up. That's what it feels like anyway. But yeah, this is when Jason comes back as a zombie after Tommy Jarvis kills him in the final chapter. Okay, and then after New Beginnings, Jason Lives is where he comes back out of lightning because Tommy Jarvis is obsessed with him and wants to make sure he's dead, and oops, he's back to life. Uh-oh, watch out. Screwed up that one, didn't you, Tommy? It's a good movie, Okay, next one is New Blood. New Blood was a good movie. I liked how it didn't take itself seriously. It's Doc Carey versus Jason because he's fighting a psychic, and it's cool. It's cool as an ending because it actually feels like it ended the series because she got him at the end of it. But it was pretty good. It was a pretty good movie. I liked it. I can't say I liked it as much as I like these two up here. It's a good movie. It's like I didn't take itself too seriously, and it just you knew what it was. Jason Takes Manhattan. Now, a lot of people don't like Takes Manhattan because it's silly, it's goofy, it's absolutely a train wreck of a movie. It's watchable. Now, do I like it? Yes, I like it. But it takes way too long for him to get into Manhattan, and when he actually gets to Manhattan and it's in the city, it starts to be a good movie, okay? It starts to be a better movie than when they're on the boat. And most of the movie takes place on the boat, and it's cool, but there's a lot of scares that don't make any sense. The characters don't make any sense. And yeah, there were a lot of cool kills in it, but it just, the movie doesn't really start until he actually gets to Manhattan, and then, well, it's a good movie at that point. And it's silly and hokey, and it's not bad. It's not a bad movie. I would say it's worth watching. All these are worth watching. Every one of these movies are worth watching, and I'd say Manhattan is fun. It's got some fun scenes into it. It's just doesn't take itself seriously, and you gotta understand that. After I would say Jason Lives, don't take him seriously. You shouldn't take him seriously anyway because they're goofy horror movies, and the slasher movies are not supposed to be taken seriously. There's a bit of humor in this. I mean, we're not actually looking for serial killers here. These are just fun, goofy characters. That's what it is. Now we're on the worst movie of the series, Jason Goes to Hell. It is a terrible, terrible, terrible movie. Now, could this have been a better movie? Yes. If this movie was not related to the Jason franchise and they used a different character than Jason, then yeah. The whole backstory, the demons and his bloodline and all that stuff was a different character than Jason, it would work. But it didn't work because it's like a slap in the face to all Friday the 13th fans, because this has nothing to do with Jason Voorhees and all this lore from all these movies, all these great movies, okay? All the lore, all those things that they built up was taken away by this movie. This movie clearly doesn't fit with the rest of them. This movie is not a Jason movie. This movie makes no sense. Jason's some hell demon now? What? We're taking the Freddy Krueger approach, or constantly changing his lore so it doesn't make sense? No. This is a bad movie, and it should feel bad. It shouldn't be part of the series. I would say watch all of the Jason movies, every single one of them. But this one's terrible. It's an awful movie. It still leaves a bad taste in my mouth, and I really, really, really didn't like it. Okay. Next we got Freddy vs. Jason. Awesome movie. Now, my favorite horror franchise, okay, my favorite horror franchise of all time is Nightmare on Elm Street. I love Freddy Krueger. I love how hokey, silly, and comedic Freddy is. I love how Freddy's evil Bugs Bunny. And in this movie, I'm rooting for Freddy because I really like Freddy as a character. But Jason vs. Freddy is one of the best horror movies of all time. If you like slasher movies, watch this movie. It is so good. Now, don't get me wrong. Don't be wrong. There's some stupid scenes in it, and because, slasher movies are stupid. They're stupid, but they're the good kind of stupid. Like Child's Play, Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, Leprechaun. There's a sense of stupidity to these horror things, so, don't take them seriously. They're to be goofy, and they got some kind of dumb scenes in them. But you're there for, like, the comedic gore, you're there for the monsters, you're there for the horror, you're there to see bad people, mostly, the bad people you don't like, get it? Because they're bad people? And you listen for the final girl, blah, 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 and all the tropes. Well, you know them, because that's what these movies are, and, so you didn't know those dumb parts in them, they're great movies, because that's fair, you turn your brain off and watch, like, Carnage, and that's what it is, that's what these movies are. Okay, Jason X is good. Jason X is a parody of itself, it says to itself, this is what the Jason franchise is, this is how silly and goofy and comedic, and it doesn't take itself seriously, slasher genre. And it really sums up how everything about slasher movies in general, how you're not supposed to take them seriously, how great they are, how they're scary, but they're not scary, they're fun. I mean, if you want to watch a slasher series and take it seriously, the first two Halloweens would be that. They do a very good job at doing more of a serious and somewhat scary one in Halloween. But we're not talking about Halloween, we're talking about the Friday series. Right, so, this last one is, the remake, which, okay, now I said you're not supposed to take these things seriously, but you're not. You're not supposed to take the, Jason movies seriously. You don't have to take slasher movies seriously, but this one is good. This one's scary. This one takes itself seriously. This one, the kills are great. The only thing I didn't like about this movie is there was a sex scene that took way too long. Like, if I want to watch an adult film, I would. I'm watching a horror movie. I want to be scared. I want to get, frightened. That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm there for. So that is a very, very, very what this movie is, and it's a very good movie. I strongly recommend it. I don't like all of these, but this is the best one, especially if you want to try to take this seriously. Alright, so let's go to a quick recap of these. So this is Friday 3. This is Friday New Beginnings, Freddy vs. Jason, and the remake. All the best of the franchise. I recommend watching these ones. In this order, actually. Okay? The order that I put them here, this order, 5, Freddy vs. Jason, and Reboot. Watch them in that order, they're that great. These ones are good for a good time. Jason 2, Final Chapter, Jason Lives, Carrie vs. Jason. That's not what it's called. It's called 6, but yeah, whatever, New Blood. And, Jason Lives is 6. This is, Jason 7, I guess. And New Blood. And, Jason X. All good movies. I strongly recommend them. The first one's good. It's a good horror movie. Not as good as the rest of them. Jason Manhattan, I like it. It's good. It's probably the best one to turn your brain off. And I strongly recommend all of these ones. All of these ones from here to here are great. And you watch them in order they're made. But you just want to see of the good, of best to worst. It really is the way it's set up on here, I feel. And then Jason Goes to Hell. I recommend avoiding this. If you like the Friday franchise, I'd say just not like the rest of them. But also, with that being said, I would also say, in spite of that, if you just want to watch a good horror movie, and okay, it's not even a good horror movie. If you want to watch a horror movie or watch all of them, I guess watch this one. I mean, it's not the worst movie ever, but it's okay. It's an okay movie, I guess, but it doesn't compare to the rest of these. Yeah, so that's my opinion no one asked for. Hope you guys liked it. Remember to like, subscribe, have a happy and safe, spooky month. See you guys in the next one. Bye! Well, my friends, it looks like it's time to say farewell. It was very nice to see you. If you like this content, please consider liking and subscribing. And if you have any suggestions, please comment me. You can always contact me at my Twitter account at Reiko_star and message me and give me feedback. I'd appreciate that. Alright, see you next time.